Okay, it is Greg Liu, your black belt realtor, here with my assistant. What's your name back there? What's your name? Hello, little girl in the back seat. You gonna say your name or what? What, are you falling asleep? What's your name?
Maya?
Oh, and what belt are you?
Purple?
It's Greg Liu, your black belt realtor. And say your name now.
Maya.
And what color belt are you?
Purple?
Your purple belt realtor assistant.
Red.
Hooray. And today we are going to talk about buying and selling at the same time. So if you live in Baltimore or Harford County, I'm here to help you buy and sell at the same time. Perhaps you are moving on up, you have a growing family, perhaps you are downsizing. Either way, buying and selling presents its own challenges. And I want to go over a few options with you. So,
I live in Baltimore, but also I live in New York.
she lives in Baltimore and also she lives in Maryland. Good information. That's good key terms for the Google algorithm. Thank you. So we're talking about buying and selling at the same time. Some pros and some cons of each way about going about doing this. So the question that I get quite often is, can I buy first? And it's a tough question. Some people can buy first and some people can't, but it's a tough one because you need to be able to qualify for both mortgages. So you may be able to buy first, but that may not mean that you want to buy first, because you're going to need to qualify for the new mortgage, and you also have to qualify for the mortgage that you're currently paying. Now, there are pros and cons of this. The pros are that, one, you have a strong offer because it's not a contingent on the sale of another home. And two, you can potentially get more for your house because you have the luxury of moving into your new home first and spending the time doing some renovations, maybe some basic repairs, painting, and doing the things that can bring more value to your home. Another pro is just the time restriction is gone. You can take as much time as you'd like. It's a lot less stressful. But the cons, you potentially have two mortgage payments. You know, typically when you buy your home, it could be a month or two before you make your first payment, so you might not hit an overlap, but there's a chance you can. What if your home does not sell really fast? What if it takes you a little bit too long to get your other home ready? How long would you be able to make two payments? Another way of doing this is buying and selling simultaneously. And there are a few ways of doing that. Option A, you get your home on the market and you get it under contract. Once it's under contract, you go shopping for a new home. Also is going to have pros and cons. The pros, you know exactly how much money you're getting from the equity of your home to buy the next home. And you also don't need to worry about paying two mortgages at the same time. But the cons are, one, on the sell side, you have to find a buyer that is willing to give you time to find a new home. So that's going to lower the buyer pool because some of them need to close very quickly. Another con is when you are buying a home, the seller has to understand that this is contingent on you selling your current home, making it through inspections, the home has to appraise, and the home has to close. Because if it does not, it's a domino effect, and it's gonna hurt the sale of their home, and you may lose out on that one. So it's gonna lower your attractiveness as a buyer being contingent on the sale of another home. So if you are in a multiple offer situation, you're likely not going to win this one, unless maybe, perhaps, your home sale is a cash offer. There's another way of doing it. It's a little bit harder. You could go shopping and try to find the home that you want to buy first. But when you write your offer, it will be contingent on you listing your home within a certain amount of time, getting it under contract and closing, which makes it even less desirable for a seller to want to take your offer. However, I have done this multiple times, and for the right person and the right home, this may just work out. The only other way you could do this is some sort of a bridge loan or a home equity line of credit known as a HELOC, where you're able to access the equity of your home right now, and you can use that to purchase a new home. So it's similar to the first one, where you won't be contingent on the sale of your home, so it looks good to sellers, you're much more attractive, because you are just coming in without a contingency. However, now you are picking up a new debt. So you have your first mortgage, now you have your second mortgage with new interest, another mortgage, and you will be purchasing a new home that you'll have to qualify for. So this is similar to option A, where the pros are that you could take your time, you can do some work to your home to sell it, and you are much more attractive. But this is has a few more cons on your side, where now you've picked up an additional debt. So the answer to the question, can I buy and sell at the same time? Yes, but everybody's gonna have a different strategy, and we have to pick the one that's gonna work best for you. So if you are thinking of moving in Baltimore County, Harford County, I really like helping people in Parkville, Kearney, Nottingham, Perry Hall, White Marsh area. If you look at my map of closed homes, you're gonna see I have a ton there. Please reach out if you're thinking about moving in one of these areas. I am licensed in all of Maryland, and I have a network in the entire United States. So if you're thinking about selling here and you need to buy elsewhere, I have a huge referral network, and I have a lot of success referring clients out of state. That's all I have for today. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Maya, do you have any closing statements? All right, what is your closing statement? You don't know? What is your favorite position in jiu-jitsu? Vom Flu choke was your last answer to your favorite submission. All right, where is your favorite place to live? Where? Gamma, your favorite place to live is at the Jiu-Jitsu Academy? I like that answer. All right, see ya, say bye.